Welcome to episode 5 of the Big Story podcast. I'm Shreya Jay, author of Carbon Copy's latest big story titled 50% Green Energy Was the Easier Part. The real challenge begins now. India's renewable energy sector has been making some pretty big headlines. Recently, the country crossed an important milestone, sourcing 50% of its electricity from non-fossil fuel sources. That's a Paris Agreement target achieved 5 years ahead of schedule. It sounds like a huge win, and it is. In just a decade, India's renewable energy capacity has quadrupled while prices have fallen by half. But as is with most big transition, the real story is more complicated. This milestone also throws light on some of the toughest challenges the sector now faces. Here's the thing, despite all this growth, the actual share of renewable energy in India's electricity supply has hovered around just 10 to 15% for years. Why? Because our power systems were built for coal. Coal plants are inflexible, but they are predictable. Renewable energy, on the other hand, is variable and harder to manage. What this really means is when renewables produce a surge of power, the grid often can't absorb it. Operators end up backing down renewable plants and firing up coal to keep the system stable. Ironically, this happens most often in summer when both demand and renewable generation are at their peak. A big reason for this imbalance is the lack of grid-scale energy storage. Without storage, renewables can't deliver round-the-clock power. But even with batteries or pumped hydro in place, the bigger challenge is making the grid flexible enough to handle sudden demand spikes or dips in supply. That's why experts argue India still needs a solid baseload, coal for now, alongside so-called bridge fuels like natural gas, hydro, and pumped hydro storage. In fact, many believe gas will play a crucial role in balancing renewables over the next decade. Another bottleneck is transmission. The early boom in solar and wind projects happened mostly in Western India. But now, there isn't enough transmission capacity to connect all that power to the national grid. Nearly 60 gigawatts of renewable projects are stuck because of this mismatch. Developers have been flagging the issue for years, and the center is now trying to fix it by slowing down new project awards, aligning transmission with generation timelines, and nudging states to strengthen their own electricity networks. And that brings us to another big point, states. Experts say India's energy planning can't be one size fits all anymore. Each state has its own demand profile and resource mix. If states create their own resource adequacy plans, that is, deciding the right balance of coal, renewables, and supporting infrastructure, the transition will be smoother. Of course, none of this will work without technology. Better forecasting, better monitoring, and real-time coordination will be the backbone of India's power system. Artificial intelligence could be a game changer here, both for planning and for mainstreaming renewables into the grid. In fact, the government has already announced something called the India Energy Stack, a digital backbone for the power sector modeled a bit like Aadhaar. The idea is to create a kind of a digital identity for the grid itself, which could transform how renewable energy is integrated, how efficiently distribution companies operate, and how reliably power is delivered. So here's where we are. India has hit a big milestone, but the next leap will be tougher. We're talking about reaching 500 gigawatts of renewable capacity by 2030, ensuring sustainable and reliable access, and balancing all this on the twin anchors of technology and resource adequacy. The energy transition isn't just about swapping coal for solar. It's about building a smarter, stronger, more flexible power system. And while the challenges are plenty, so are the opportunities for innovation, for investment, and for reimagining how a country of 1.4 billion people powers its future. That's it for this episode. This Big Story podcast will be on pause for a bit, but stay tuned for COP Conversation, Carbon Copy's special podcast counting down to COP 30. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for listening.